You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by our commercial-free Christmas channel, snowyradio.com. Dan, how are you, man?
That's commercial-free, by the way.
It is commercial-free,
Yeah,
but it is sponsored. We got some great sponsors, so thank you to them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Couldn't do it without him.
Could not.
Huge birthdays today. Super yelly chef guy, Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like him, even though he's super yelly.
I wonder if he's always like that, or if that's just when the cameras come on.
No, he's a sweetheart, John.
Probably is. Big old teddy bear.
55 today. You knew her, you loved her, from Melrose Place, and also Two and a Half Men. Courtney Thorne-Smith is 54.
Nice.
And Sioux Falls home slice, longtime hostess of TV's Entertainment Tonight, Mary Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Is 70.
Nice.
I have a friend of mine went to high school with her and actually dated her one time, and all he's ever said is, "Yeah, it didn't go well." never gotten the details, but that's what we have. And from way back when, in fact, born in Transylvania in 1431, he was a prince, by the way. But I used to love how they could name people back then. Vlad the Impaler.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool.
That is pretty cool.
We need names like that here in the studio.
Lesser known.
John the Annoying.
Lesser known twin brother Kenny the Poker. 1731. I'm a book freak. I love books. You spent a lot of time in libraries growing up. It was this day in 1731, Dayline, Philadelphia. Benjamin Franklin opens the first library in the North American colonies.
Oh, yeah.
That's something?
That's
That is
very
cool.
cool.
It's pretty cool. The first copy of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue went missing the very next day. 1950. I did not know this. This is huge. And, of course, coming up on Veterans Day, and we pretty much, we celebrate our veterans and military every darn day. This day, 1950, U.S. aircraft shoots down a North Korean jet during the Korean War. What's the big deal? Ask me, what's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
I'm glad you two asked. It was the first jet-to-jet dogfight in history.
Oh, wow.
United
I guess I hadn't thought of that.
1, Korea 0.
Nice.
Put it in the books. And this day in 2016, they said it couldn't happen, wouldn't happen, never, ever, ever happen. Donald J. Trump elected president, United States of America.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, and everybody just calmed down and went about our business for that.
The nice thing is, after
exactly
that
the way it
election
went
was
down.
done, everybody quit talking about politics on Facebook for 4 years. That was really
fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a settled time in America.
Not quite how it worked.
I know, and again, happy birthday to Vlad the Impaler. We can just move on.
Going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by snowyradio.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this Monday?
I came across a story, it just happened last week. New scam going on. It hit Sioux Falls. Latest scam, telephone scam. Somebody actually calls and says, "Hey, we had you down for jury duty. You didn't show up.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to pay a fine here or the police are going to...
That's not how it works, though, is it?
scam.
No.
And you talk a lot, and I always mention about fleecing the elderly.
Yeah.
Because,
Sad.
and so you think when it comes to phone scams or internet scams, all this scams, that it really is, folks who are, 65 and older,
Right.
70 years old, 80 years old. Guess what?
Uh-oh.
Guess what? They only make up about 20% of those who get scammed.
Really?
Literally 2 to 3 times more people between the ages of 20 and 29 get scammed.
Jeez.
And you might go, well, how can that even be possible? Well, that age group, they're on all kinds of devices, all kinds of social media platforms and formats, and scammers have gotten pretty darn good at that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you think about, oh my goodness, the poor elderly, alone and frightened and getting scammed over the phone. No, it's not even half as many as younger folks.
Wow.
Which I thought was interesting, which is why I brought it up.
I'm glad you did.
That's
We also find that interesting.
pretty much all I have. I feel as if I've let John down.
No, you didn't let me down at all.
Oh,
All right.
Why did you think you let me down?
I don't know. I just kind of been
I was
watching
kind
you.
of crabby today.
No,
He has been grumpy.
He's been
hasn't he?
crabby.
Wonder if he's been scammed.
that's why I'm right now. I'm just responding back to this message. I didn't even have jury duty. As it turns out,
I have how much money sitting in Nigeria?
This is something
What?
we all find interesting, but this little segment is something we call Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris, what do you got for us over there?
Well, let's see. Oh, first of all, thanks to Jeremy and Matt and the crew from down at the El Riad.
Yeah.
Got a big dance coming up on next Friday, the Sadie Hawkins dance. We've got a ton of tickets to give
flush
away.
with tickets.
Ton of tickets
If
to
somebody
give
wants to get
away.
their hands on a pair of tickets, whatever, how can they do that? John, any idea?
Yeah, I know exactly what you do. You go to this fancy schmancy website. It's been put on the old
Fancy-schmancy.
interwebs. It's called sunnyradio.com. When you get there, you can either click on the top of the page. There's a thing that says win awesome prizes. That's one way to do it. Or you can scroll down a bit and you'll see one that says win tickets. Either one of those takes you to the same page. And when you get there, you'll find not only these tickets, but you'll find other awesome prizes as well. So,
there's gonna be,
sunnyradio.com.
not one, but two great bands that night. So the annual Sadie Hawkins dance. Cool stuff. What's going on? John Heidi, do you do the breakfast cereal thing? Are you a fan of breakfast cereal?
I do like breakfast cereal. We are not currently doing it
Haven't
now
for a while.
because we're on our diet.
Oh, that's right. You guys are like just you're tiny. I could
Not
put
yet,
I could put you
but
both
we
in
will
the
be.
pocket.
We will be.
Working. We've been doing this diet now for 2 years, but we keep starting and stopping.
We're seriously doing the
We're doing it for
Sanford
real.
Profile diet right now, and we're going to
real.
look amazing.
Okay, so you're in the grocery store. You're going to grab a box of what if you're going to buy cereal? What's your fave?
Oh, I'm a huge the trifecta, baby. Count Chocula, Boo Berry, Frankenberry.
Wow, I did not expect that. I really didn't, John.
Those are, honestly, I haven't bought cereal in forever, but I think the last box that I bought was one of those for Heidi, the kind that. But the last box I bought for me was Cookie Crisp, just because I hadn't had it in like 20
Okay,
years.
that's popular stuff. I'm a Raisin Bran Crunch guy,
I love
that's
that
good.
too.
or Honey Nut Cheerios, depending on which of those two is on sale.
I used to like grape nuts, which sounds like a weird thing to
I
like.
liked grape
An
nuts with
occasional bowl of
raisins.
grape nuts is pretty good.
They're just
I like
good.
grape nuts.
You know,
Especially
they're
if
not
you-
even from grapes.
They don't make grape nuts with raisins anymore, I've found,
Really?
because I've looked for it where that's all combined. You got to throw your own raisins in now.
Oh, I've opened a real.
taken Dan way off track.
We're pretty passionate about our breakfast cereals.
Well, that's why I did bring it up. You know, the company Zippia.com, who gets into everybody's business,
They do.
basically did research all 50 states, the most popular cereals in every state.
All right.
And I got to say, South Dakota is kind of a disappointment.
Oh.
Get to that in just a moment. Minnesota, Nebraska, Montana love their Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Really? Okay.
That is true. Iowa, Cookie Crisp.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
It sounds super sweet to me. Don't believe I've ever had that. North Dakota, big fans of Fruity Pebbles.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
Up north there, North Dakota. See some of our other neighbors. Wyoming's into frosted mini wheats. Wow, that's like industrial strength stuff there. South Dakota, just take a guess. South Dakota, what do you think it is? And I think I know the reason for
Cheerios.
this, but I'm not sure. You are wrong, John Small. Heidi.
Captain Crunch.
You are completely incorrect. It is Rice Krispies.
Oh, yeah, Rice Krispie treats.
That's why I think it is, because you can't
Probably.
swing a dead cat without going to some event with pans of that stuff.
Oh, love Rice
Everywhere.
Krispie
And I think
treats.
it's probably South Dakota's Lutheran heritage.
Probably.
Could be.
Yeah.
Probably.
You got Jell-O molds, you got Rice Krispie treats, right?
But you know they're not eating it for cereal, so really that answer doesn't count.
Yeah, it's just based on
based on purchases.
on who's buying what. So
Pretty sweet, man.
there you go. That's all I got, man, and I'm not proud of it.
I think it was fantastic.
I think so too.
I don't smell
And
broadcast.
it sparked amazing conversation.
You guys went a little crazy on me.
It's probably going to win some sort of daytime radio Emmy, if that's even a thing.
I don't know. My trophy case is getting kind of dusty.
We don't even know what the awards are called. That's how unimportant those are to us. We don't do this for the awards. We do this for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of love.
There we go. Dan, thanks for that. It was nice. He's going to cobble some news together.
That's no kidding.
Hey, we've got a chat with Family Connections coming up here in a bit. We're going to get that between now and then. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I've got not one, but two guests joining me, Brianna Schmidt, and we also have Tori Marco, the president of Family Connection. We're going to talk right now about an event that's coming up, and we'll start with Tori. First of all, Tori, thanks for joining me. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm absolutely fabulous.
Now, there's a really fun event that's coming up on Saturday, the 13th of November, which is sneaking right up. It's this coming weekend. Tell me a little bit about the event that you guys are doing with Family Connection.
Super exciting event. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary, and this will be our third annual gala. We're going to be holding it at the Denny Premier Events Center. And it's called the Red Carpet After Party.
And Brianna is involved in this as well. And tell me a little bit about how you're involved in Family Connection and why you're involved, Brianna.
Yeah, great question. So I am a board member on the Funds Committee board with Family Connection. And this is a nonprofit, local nonprofit in Sioux Falls, where we are bringing hope to families and keeping families connected that must be apart. And, that just strikes deep in my heart, and I just am so happy and thankful that I am able to help with not only our events and fundraising for Family Connection, but to be a part of it as a whole and give back to our community the best that we can.
Now, if somebody would like to go to the event that's coming up on the 13th, do I get tickets for that? Do I just come to that? How does that work?
You will want tickets for that. Please go to our Facebook page, Family Connection Sioux Falls, and you will find all of the information and the event page on our Facebook page. You need to purchase tickets in advance and pay for those, and then you show up at the Sioux Falls Convention Center, and our event will be held in the Grand Ballroom.
Very nice. And I just clicked on that page, facebook.com/FamilyConnectionSD. Again, Family Connection SD on Facebook. And I'll throw a link to that on our social media to make it really easy to find as well. And if somebody would like to get tickets, can they get those right up until the event, or should they get those early this week?
So you definitely want to get them early.
And how many people do you guys expect at the event?
We're thinking about a couple hundred. It's more of an intimate event with people that have, worked with us and donated to us. Everyone is welcome, all walks of life. The more, the merrier. But right now we're looking at about 250 people.
That is fantastic. And again, if you're looking for more information, you can go to the website. Their website is sdfamilyconnection.org. And then also on Facebook, I'm looking at the Facebook page, Family Connection SD on Facebook. And this organization's been around quite a while. You said this is the third annual gala. Is that right, Tori?
Yes, this is our third annual gala, and it's our 25th anniversary. So the original opening, it did start in 1994, but our first house opened in 1996. So our big 25th this year.
That is really cool. Congratulations on all the success you've had, and I wish you the very best with this event that's coming up. If people would like to learn more, once again, about Family Connection, would it be best to go to the website, Facebook page? What's the best way to kind of get the best idea of what you guys do?
They can definitely visit our website, or they can even give our director a call at the house. She's always willing to share information about what we do and who we are.
That is really cool. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat. We appreciate it a bunch.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Absolutely. Again, the event is coming up on Saturday the 13th. It's sneaking right up. I know the 13th of November in my mind still sounds like it's a long ways away, but it's coming up this coming weekend. And if you don't have tickets yet, you can get them now. Get all of the details at facebook.com/FamilyConnectionSD.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time right now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for news with Dan Farris.
Midnight oil, wearing on shoe leather, banging on desk, demanding answers. You know, they kill people a little different down south.
They do.
That's all I know. You know, I like to scramble around, see what other people are doing. So, yeah, let's travel down south a little bit, see what those country folk are up to, killing each other in, well, frankly, pretty hilarious ways. A man in, and I love the name of the town, Looneyville. I'm not making this up. Man in Looneyville, West Virginia. Hey, this just happened. It's pretty serious stuff. Everybody in Looneyville's talking about it.
I'll bet.
Unfortunately, killed his father-in-law. There was a little skirmish. Andrew Franklin Bush and his father-in-law, William Greathouse. They were working together, actually. They were attempting to lift a caged pig onto the bed of a truck.
Okay.
The cage fell to the ground, according to witnesses. As a result, the men began to argue, then to fight. Witnesses observed Bush and Greathouse shouting obscenities, and then things came to a little game of punch face.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, Bush punched his father-in-law so hard in the face, he
Oh, no.
knocked his glasses off and broke them. In response, Greathouse hit him back in the face. Bush, 26, grabbed a leaf blower.
Oh, no.
What?
Yep, beat him to death with a leaf blower.
Oh, my gosh.
Greathouse was found laying in the bed of the truck when they showed up, still alive. He was unconscious, kind of breathing. He would pass away later that day at the hospital.
Oh, my gosh.
Bush has been arrested, charged with second-degree murder, malicious assault, currently being held on $100,000 bond at the Central Regional Jail outside Looneyville.
Yikes.
You got to drop
Whoa.
big and a leaf blower. That's what's going on. Again, they do a little different down south.
I guess
Who
so.
wants to do sports?
I do.
Yeah,
Sports brought to you by Bert and the team at Hockey Headquarters. Everything for hockey, new, used, and figure skating, too, right there at the Sanford Sports Complex. You know, athletes, professional athletes, you hear a lot, oh, he just signed a multi-million-dollar contract. Who's got all the money? Well, the richest athletes on the planet, take a guess. Yes, it's NFL, and guess what position? Quarterbacks.
QB.
I've got a list of the richest quarterbacks on the planet. Now, this doesn't have a lot to do with their playing salaries.
Okay.
A lot of this is just current net worth. Some of these folks don't. In fact, most of these guys don't even play anymore.
Okay.
And it can be pretty astounding. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Number 10, Brett Favre sitting there on $100 million.
Nice.
However, current player, except now he's got COVID, so the Packers have him on ice for a while here. Aaron Rodgers worth $120 million.
Oh, wow.
That's in the bank. That's not coming.
Do the Packers pay that well? Is that because they both played for the Packers, right?
And they played for a long time.
So.
And then when you work in, now they've got endorsement deals, and now I can guarantee you they've made investments and everything else. So, yeah, this is just current net worth. Russell Wilson's at number 8. He still plays for the Seahawks, $135 million.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Denver Broncos, John Elway, worth $145 million.
Oh, wow.
At number 6, Eli Manning, Peyton's kid brother.
Yeah.
Played for the Giants, doesn't anymore, worth $150 million.
I loved him on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah, that was one of the best ones ever.
I love the Manning brothers.
We laughed so hard.
Number 5, probably the best passer ever to come through the NFL, Drew Brees, formerly of the Saints, is sitting on a stack of $160 million.
It's funny. I've never heard of most of these
I know.
people.
That's why I don't even look at you when I do sports, John.
Dan's doing sports. I'm coloring a coloring
Like I'm
book
speaking
over
Lebanese when I do sports.
here. If you did Afghanistan, whatever they speak, we're number 2 in the podcast category there. So.
Steve Young used to shore up the 49ers, worth $200 million. Tom Brady, still active for Tampa Bay, north of $200 million. Peyton Manning sits at number 2 for the richest quarterbacks on the planet, $250 million.
So he's number 2?
He's at number 2.
So should we guess who number 1 is?
John, you would not guess ever. But if we have an hour and a half, we can do this.
Is it Brady? Is that Brady guy?
No, I just mentioned Brady.
Oh,
See, he doesn't even listen. That's why I don't even look at him. He's at number 3, John.
He's number 3?
And now we're at number 1.
Okay, who's number 1?
Heidi, you going to guess?
No.
Number 1 did 11 seasons for the Cowboys, which included 5 Super Bowl appearances. After retiring from football, made some great investments, has several business interests.
Elway.
Roger Staubach.
Ow.
He started that coffee business.
$600 million.
Does he own the coffee business?
He does
Starbucks?
not. It's no. John,
Am I wrong? Was Elway a cow? Oh, no, he wasn't a cowboy.
Okay,
he was a Bronco.
I mentioned Elway at number 7, Heidi. Right before I mentioned Tom Brady, who John then asked me about.
This is why Dan's only here for a short while. He can't put up with us much longer than this.
Unbelievable. Wow.
I remember hearing Elway. That's why I was laughing. I knew that meant neither one of us knew anything about this. So.
Sorry, Dan.
Hey, Dan, thanks for that.
That was riveting.
Thanks for that timely updated
we were
report.
on the edge of our seat.
Yeah, don't bum out, Vikings. Honorable mention at number 13, richest quarterbacks ever, Fran Tarkenton. Number 10, Sir Francis, sitting on $100 million. Nice. So there you go.
It's a good gig if you can get it.
All right, Thursday Night Football's coming up. You want my bet or not?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go. The Baltimore Ravens are going to travel down to Miami to clobber the Dolphins. Final score, Ravens 41, Fish 6, which sounds like fish sticks, which I like with tartar sauce. From the sunny 93.3 News Day. Is Tom Brady on there? What about Elway? We haven't heard a thing you said, Dan. Thanks for coming in, loser.
Both of those.
I'm Dan Farris reminding you, if it's news to me, if it's sports, it's nothing to them. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, November 8th, 2021. The S&P 500 rocketed to an all-time high last week, fueled by good news. With earnings better than expected, economic data strong, and the Fed's taper weaker than expected, upward momentum should continue through the end of the week. The bad news is that euphoria is setting into the market, and that spells danger for investors. At some point, the market will come crashing back to reality. This week, the market will be focused on the inflation data. Not only is the CPI and PPI data due out, but also the 5-year inflation forecast is due out. If inflation is running hotter than expected, it will put more pressure on the FOMC, and that could result in quicker tapering. Also on tap this week are reports from hundreds of small and mid-cap stocks. So it's going to be a busy week. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.